Gary Neville was slammed by ex-Man United teammate after MNF debut. Gary Neville was told he was S after making his Monday Night Football debut at the start of the 2011-12 season. The former Manchester United defender turned to punditry after retiring the season before, with his first game seeing Manchester City thrash Swansea 4-0 in a match that saw Sergio Aguero make his debut. Neville is now known as one of the best pundits on television, but it took some time for him to feel comfortable, and he was noticeably nervous as he stumbled over his words while trying to interview then City boss Roberto Mancini. Fellow class of '92 star Nicky Butt told The Athletic that he let his former teammate know what he thought of his first appearance. He said, "As a manager, you'll have tough times and get CRP off the press. I know that, and I'm fine with the media. I wasn't when I started in my first interviews or my first managerial speeches, but you learn." I remember seeing Nevada on Sky Sports at first, and he was S, and I told him. Now he's the best, by a mile. And you have to be prepared for questions, journalists have a job to do too. During his debut, Neville tried to break the ice with a joke, but stumbled over his words while speaking to Mancini. He said, "Roberto, Gary Neville, I bet I never thought you'd get interviewed by me," before letting out a chuckle. Neville recently told Sky Sports, "To this day, whenever the producer who did that show speaks to me, he says, 'Hi Roberto. I bet you never thought you'd be interviewed by me.' For 4 or 5 years, I always hated that interview section at the end of the show with a player or manager, but they always wanted me to get involved or ask a question. In the last few years, I have felt more comfortable with it. Friday Night Football, Monday Night Football, and, more recently, the football show in this period. I'm more comfortable asking questions and reacting off what people say. It all comes down to experience, but that was just embarrassing. My Barry accent came out and everything, dearie me."